Hey guys, welcome to Just Flow with Sarah. Today's practice is all about waking up the mind and body. So, if you've been looking for a go to morning flow that's quick and will get you ready for your day, this is it. So, if you're ready, grab your mat and let's get to it. We're going to begin today's practice just in a comfortable seated position. If you want to lift up your hips a little, grab a bolster, some blocks, blanket, pillow, whatever you have. And when you're ready, sitting up nice and tall, your shoulders down and away from your ears, go ahead and close your eyes. As we begin to settle our mind and our bodies, I want you to just become aware of your breath. Don't change it. Just notice your inhales and your exhales. I want you to focus in on the count of your inhales. Can you count to 3, 5, 7 when you inhale? Just take note. Now take a look at your exhales. Are you counting less than your inhales? The same? Or maybe you exhaling a little bit longer? Now see if you can even out your inhales and exhales. What feels most natural and comfortable to you? It could be 3, it could be 5. Just see if you can even them out. Taking these few minutes to focus in on our breath, bring our awareness inward, brings a sense of calming, a sense of grounding. Helps bring you into the present moment. Now would be the perfect time to set an intention for today's practice or for the day. It could be just one word. It could be a phrase, a sentence. Once you've found one, whisper it into your heart. And when you're ready, open your eyes. Let's start by warming up the neck a little. Let's go ahead and take the right ear to the right shoulder. And then go ahead and drop your chin as you roll your neck forehead forward. Bring your left ear to your left shoulder. Feel that nice stretch. Go ahead and drop the chin again. And let's do this just a few more times. Remember to be sitting up nice and tall, finding length in the spine. If you find a spot that feels a little tight, maybe stop and hold it here. Send some breath into that tightness. When you feel it begin to ease, go ahead and continue on. Go ahead and come back to center. Go ahead and look over to the right. Take a breath here. Come back into center and look to the left. And come back into center. Let's move on to the shoulders. Go ahead and take your fingers up to the top of your shoulders and let's do some shoulder rolls. Circling our elbows back, bringing those shoulders down, away from the ears, down our backs, letting go of all that tension that we carry there sometimes. Switch, rotating the elbows forward. And release. Go ahead and put your bolster block pillow aside if you were using it to lift up your hips. And let's meet in a tabletop position. Knees should be under your hips, wrists under shoulders, and let's flow through a few cat-cows. Inhale as you drop the belly, lift the gaze. Exhale, round the back. Inhale, drop the belly. It's okay to find some movement here, whatever feels good for you. Exhale, tuck the chin. Flow through a few more, following your breath. Maybe do some circles with your hips. Maybe look over your shoulder. Everybody's body is different, so you do what your body is feeling in this moment. Coming back to a neutral spine, go ahead and press down through that left hand, sweep the right arm up, gazing upward at your fingertips, opening up that chest. And then drop your ear and shoulder to the mat, threading the needle. Let's stay here for 2 breaths. Feeling the stretch in the shoulder, the hips. Press down through that left hand as we come back into tabletop, and let's do the other side. Press into that right hand, sweep the left arm up. Pause here. And then drop the ear and shoulder to the mat. Let's press up, returning to tabletop. Pressing down through the top of your feet. Let's just engage that core for just a second. Pressing down through the hands and through the tops of the feet. I want you to lift up the knees and hover for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. You might want to take a minute, sit back in child's pose. We're going to do that 3 more times. Press down through the tops of the feet and left. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Take a breath. Let's do it 2 more times. Lift. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Feel that heat, not only in your thighs, but in your belly. Make sure you're really focusing in on engaging that core. And let's come up, do 1 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent. Go ahead and tuck those toes. Press down through the palms and let's lift the hips high, coming into our first downward dog. Take a minute to walk your dog. Knees can be bent generously. Find whatever movement you need. And when you're ready, just find a moment of stillness. We're going to stay here for 4 breaths. Go ahead and look to the top of the mat and let's make our way forward. Coming into forward fold. Let your head hang heavy here. Maybe shake your head yes and no. Knees can have a slight bend. Maybe grab opposite elbows. And rock back and forth. Feeling that nice stretch in the low back. Release. Let's press halfway up, coming into a flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Root down through all 4 corners of the feet as we rise all the way up for standing. Take a breath here. Let's face the long edge of your mat and come into a wide legged stance. Let's continue to wake up the body with a little twisting. Twist and shake motion. Swing and twist. That's what I usually call this, swing and twist. And you may feel a little silly, but it just really is a great way to send all that energy all over your body, especially in the morning. You can go as fast or as slow as you need to. I'm just getting all of my juices flowing. Maybe bring that intention back to your mind. Begin to slow your twist and swing down. Bring your feet together, big toes to touch. Take a big inhale, arms up. Clasp your hands on the top, exhale. And let's bend our bodies to the side, coming into a nice side body stretch. Taking 2 breaths here. Returning to center. Let's bend to the other side. Return to center. Release your hands, reach your fingers up towards the sky, and then bring them behind your back. Clasp your hands again, open up your chest. Taking a breath here. Release your hands and come back to the top of the mat. Run down through those feet. Bring your arms up. Take a big inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, release. Bring your hands to the mat. I want you to step back with your right foot, coming into a low lunge. Chest lifted. Pressing through that back heel, knee over ankle. Just take a moment here. Find movement if you need to. Maybe shifting back and forth on your back toes. Now let's go ahead and drop the back knee. And let's shift our hips back, coming into a hamstring stretch. We're going to move a little here. We're going to inhale into our low lunge. Exhale into our hamstring stretch. Waking up those legs. I can feel my hamstrings are extra tight. So if you need to keep that gentle bend in your knee, it's okay with me, because that's where I'll be. And last one, let's meet back up at the top. Let's root down through that right hand and sweep the right arm up, coming to a nice twist, gazing upward. And let's go ahead and release. Lift that back knee. Step your left foot back, coming into plank. Stay here for just a minute. Maybe rocking back and forth again. Feeling that heat engage in the core. Taking a breath. And then lift your hips high. Coming back into downward facing dog. Look towards the top of the mat. Step or hop forward. Forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Flat back. Exhale, release. Now let's step our left foot back. Coming into low lunge. Feeling the strength in your legs. Knee over ankle, pressing through that back heel, lifting the chest. Drop that back knee And let's begin to flow through our low lunge hamstring, following our breath. Inhale, exhale. Time. Let's meet back here in low lunge. Root down through that left hand, sweep the right arm up. Gentle twist. And release. Lift that back knee, step back into plank. And this time we're going to flow through a vinyasa. Option for you to keep the knees up or drop them down. You can lower all the way down to the mat and come into cobra, or you can head halfway down and come into upward facing dog. Your choice. Or you can always just head straight to downward facing dog. Let's look towards the top of the mat. Let's make our way there. Forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, release. Root down through those feet and rise all the way up to standing. Arms up overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center. Let's return to the long edge of our mat. And I want you to spread your legs out nice and wide. Hands on the hips, like you're a superhero pose. Lifting your chest, finding length from the top of your head all the way down to your tailbone. Grounding down through your feet. Taking a nice breath. Thinking about the day ahead of you, what lies in store. Take a big inhale. And exhale, begin to fold forward. Stop halfway. Flat back, finding length. And then release all the way down towards the mat. I'm going to walk my feet out just a little more, coming into a wider stance. Let your head hang heavy here. Find some movement. Maybe walk your hands to the right. Come back through center and then to the left. If you want to stay right here, be my guest, or go ahead and take a nice twist, rooting down through your left hand, bringing your right arm up to the sky. Release, and do the other side. If you walked your legs and feet out a little wider, go ahead and heel toe them back in just to a little past your hips. We're going to come into a Yogi Squat. We're going to begin to lower our hips towards the mat. Your squat might be right here, nice and high, or it might be a little lower towards the ground. Whatever feels good for you today. Feel that nice opening of the hips. Maybe connect with your breath again. Listening to the inhales and the exhales. wherever you are, go ahead and come all the way down to the mat. We're going to work a little more on our core. So rooting down through your sits bones. Go ahead and bend your knees. We're going to come into boat pose. Go ahead and grasp behind your thighs. Lift one leg and the other. Shins parallel to the mat. And let's just stay here for 5 breaths. Feeling your core begin to warm. Option for hands to stay behind your thighs or stretched out long, palms facing up. If you begin to shake a little, that's okay. Completely normal. Your core is working hard. One more breath. And release. Give yourself a little hug. Now we're going to begin to move a little with our breath. We're going to come back into boat. And on the inhale, we're going to stretch our legs out long. And on the exhale, we're going to bring them in towards our chest. Your hands can stay right here behind your thighs, or they can be stretched out long. Your choice. We're going to do this 5 times. Inhale. Exhale, let it go. And one more time. Very good. Let's lower all the way down to the mat. And extend our legs out long. Let's just take a little bit of a stretch here, full body stretch. And go ahead and bring your left knee in towards your chest. We're going to lift our chest towards our knee, engaging that core. And we're going to do a few bicycles. We're going to give our knee a little squeeze into our chest, and then we're going to release and bring the other knee into our chest. Squeeze it, release. We'll do this 10 times. 1, 2, 3. Don't forget to breathe. 4, 5. It's very easy to hold your breath. 6, when things get tough. 8, 9, 10. Give yourself a little squeeze. Lower your chest and head down to the mat. Maybe roll back and forth. Drop your knees. Bring your feet to the mat. Let's press down through our palms and lift our hips, coming into a bridge pose. You can feel that nice stretch in the front body after all those crunches, the ab work. Give your glutes a little squeeze. Keep that space in between your chin and chest. And go ahead and come back down to the mat. Let's bring our knees back into our chest. We're going to rock and roll our way back up to a seated position. If this doesn't feel good for you today, just meet me in an easy seat. So we're going to end today's practice just a little bit different. Usually we would end in Savasana, which who does not love Shavasana? We're going to end with a meditation, and we're going to be using a mantra, and it's going to be So Hum, S-O-H-U-M. So meaning that, hum meaning I, or I am. So this mantra loosely translates to I am that. I am one with the universe. And I thought it would be a good way to start off our day, if you're doing this practice in the morning, as a connection to the universe, a calming and grounding meditation to start off your day. So on the inhale, in your mind, you're going to say the word so. And on the exhale, you're going to think hum. You're going to really focus on those two words. So when you're ready, go ahead and close your eyes. And on the inhale, think so. On the exhale, think hum. Go ahead and release your focus. Take a deep breath in and out. Then go ahead and open your eyes. I hope you've enjoyed today's practice and you're feeling energized and awake and ready for the day. I hope you enjoyed this meditation that we ended with today and you're feeling focused and clear and grounded and ready for whatever comes your way today. So have a wonderful day. Namaste. I'll see you again soon.